And you can find a lot in the state of Ohio. Lassiter play action, going to go deep right side. Caught at midfield, 45-40. And all the way down to the Purple Raider 36-yard line. First down, Otterbein. That was a tough, long throw from the left hash all the way to the far side. And a first down of their series.
You know, Otterbein has played everything from ahead of the chains before this play. 3rd and long now. See how they handle this.
Excuse me.
5 wide last time. Mount Union got pressure.
Twins left, twins right. H-back in motion, blocks up the middle. Lassiter keeps it, quarterback 25, runs over a defender, and he's down to the 20-yard line. First down, Otterbein.
How about going empty?
Both these teams in the first quarter, no score between the Raiders and Cardinals. Well, if you had told me this game was going to be scoreless, possibly at the end of the first quarter, I'd have told you no way. Quarterback keeper, Lassiter, got it, I believe.
Yeah, it was a nice second effort by him. It was it's kind of a funny play to watch. He faked to the running back.
Unorthodox.
He faked to the running back, but the running back ran right, and he was supposed to go left. And then Lassiter went left, and there was really nobody there blocking, and he was kind of left with 2 Mount Union defenders in front of him, and his second effort picked up the first down.
4 in the pattern for Lassiter. There's a rush, throws it left side, caught out of bounds at the 29-yard line. That pass is caught by Dooney. Hey, they're nickel and diming him, John. You know what I mean? 3 yards here, 4 yards here, 3 yards here.
And I'm impressed with Lassiter. You have a linebacker coming unblocked right through the A-gap in your face, and you stand in, you make that throw. That's a tough throw. Just a simple out like that to be confident knowing you're going to take a little lick. I'm impressed with him so far.
See if the Raiders now can step up and get off. Early stages of the second quarter of play. Lassiter back to throw. Quick out pattern. It's caught. It's going to be a first down, I believe. Zane Dooning out of Lebanon got the catch, and they'll move the sticks. And I'll tell you what, the Otterbein fans are starting to feel a little more zip in their cheer here.
I can't help but smile because obviously I went to school here, but Marcus Jackson again comes unblocked right through the middle of the line, right over the center. Nobody covers him. He's just a little bit delayed on the blitz, and Lassiter again stands in, makes a good throw. And as you said, it's 3 yards there, 4 yards here, and it all works.
Yes.
If you control the ball like this, you shorten the game, and then you go into half where you should be down 28-0. Now you're approaching the 10-minute mark of the second quarter, and it's still scoreless.
10:50 to be exact. Donut holes on the scoreboard for both these teams. Otterbein second down from the 30-yard line. In, caught, Berardi at the 40. That's going to leave a 3rd and 2 now, and that was the best throw of the day for Lassiter. He had some zip on that pass.
Well, and it was a really tough spot, too. You had 2 Mount defenders, the corner in Tony Cook there, and then the bandit linebacker and Rossi Moore out there playing coverage, and he fit the ball in between the 2 of them with Rossi on the back of Berardi. But we talked about it earlier, Sam. Berardi, the tight end, a big target. It's 6'2" and 185.
3rd down and 2, Cardinals at their own 40-yard line. Purple Raider, ladies and gentlemen. Back to throw, deep out, caught at the 35-yard line. That's a first down. That was left hash to right sideline on the money and a first down. Lassiter right on the numbers.
Well, and keep in mind, too, John Rowland was there in coverage. That was right over his head. He was back there at his DB spot, and the ball just sails over his head. That was a really, really nice pass by Lassiter.
Activities are coming up. Lassiter hands it off. A running play, a rare run across the 40 to the 41 to the 42-yard line. That was Griffin on the carry.
I'm impressed by the fake there, too. That little decision by Lassiter to give it to Griffin and then decide to act like he was going to throw. It stopped the Mount Union linebackers for just a moment. None of them went after the ball.
Shotgun snap. Lassiter trying to poke his way through, got a first down, delivers the hit, and he's taken down at the 50-yard line, first down. John, you look, Lassiter, sophomore, Griffin, sophomore, Berardi, sophomore. On the line, you've got Webb, sophomore, Wheeler, a freshman, Gungolan, a sophomore.
They're young.
Some pieces you can build on, and they are young.
And imagine if you're freshmen in early years, you give Mount Union everything. Then you have confidence moving forward that, hey, we just hung with the best.
Purple Raiders, number 3 in the country, coming in today. All right, Lassiter in the gun, wide right, slot right, wide left for the Cardinals. There goes Lassiter, bounces off a tackle. He's inside the 46, lunging to the Purple Raider 45-yard line. Picks up 5 on the play.
Tony Cook on the tackle for Mount Union.
Mount Union has been outgained rushing at this point, 68 to 52.
And Lassiter, a lot's been put on his plate as far as decision-making, gaps to run through, when he wants to pull it and go. He's doing a pretty nice job. Now, big play both teams. Cardinals 3rd and 5. Triangle trips right, twins left. I think you're going to get a timeout, and you will, as the Cardinals will call a timeout.
Lassiter, by the way, has rushed it now 13 times for 63 yards.
So 2:02 to go here in the first half. We'll take a quick timeout. Purple Raiders in front, 7-0 on 13-10.
For Detroit.
1st and 10 Cardinals.
So here comes Otterbein, 57 seconds. I'm interested to see now what they do here in the final minute of play. How aggressive do they want to get in a 7-point game? Lassiter back to throw, looks, fires, caught at the 41-yard line and a first down.
There's your answer.
Owen Mange.
Throw right down the seam to the wide receiver in the slot and a 20-yard gain.
1st and 10 Cardinals.
Now they're thinking a little bigger now after that completion pass. Over the middle, wide open, caught. The big tight end rumbles down to the Raider 45-yard line.
Mount Union's defense leaving guys wide open. Nobody covered the tight end over the middle of the field.
And now Mount Union's got to call timeout to stop the bleeding here a little bit. As the Cardinals, big play first down, up to the line, big play first down, up to the line. And Coach Stark says, wait a minute, we need to stop the momentum, and the Raiders call timeout.
Well, and it was a really good throw on the first play by Lassiter. Again, he put it over the linebacker's head, in between the linebacker and the safety that we're covering there. That's not an easy throw up the seam to do that. And then I was very surprised that you leave the tight end that wide open over the middle of the field. Christian Patatke from LaGrange, Keystone, another good sports school. That's the thing is, maybe you don't know these guys because they're at the bottom of the OAC right now, but if you recruit from winning programs, these kids come here expecting to win, Sam.
The ball game.
I'm doing yard work today.
Back to throw. Lassiter rolling right. A little bit of heat. He throws going, man, wide open. Inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. First down. Vincent Berardi again out of Columbia Station. And don't look now, but the Otterbein Cardinals are inside the Mount Union 30 down at the 29-yard line. So now we're going to go trips right is Otterbein. H-back off to the right side as well. Lassiter, look out, he's in trouble, throws, caught at the 40 to the 42. That's going to be close to a first down, and it is a first down.
And that's not just any guy on his back there as he threw that. That's the preseason All-American bandit linebacker, Rossi Moore, ready to get his second sack of the game. And Lassiter, the sophomore, stands in and hits his target for a first down. That's a heck of a play.
I thought for sure Rossi was going to get there in time. Pass and catch is good. At their own 41. Mount Union 7, Otterbein nothing, third quarter. Every play we go into this, the more bizarre it becomes. There is Lassiter running over right tackle. He's all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And by the way, 7:40 left in the third quarter. We are halfway through the third quarter. And Otterbein at this point, Sam, a drive that started on their own 20 there to midfield.
And the only reason that drive started there is we slot left, wide right. Second down for Otterbein. It's going to be a run. It's going to be another first down. down to the Mount Union 48-yard line. And Lassiter is approaching 100 yards on the ground today, running the ball out of the quarterback position.
So far on the game, 150 yards, and on the ground, 18 attempts, 68 yards, and a long of 19.
Wow, I thought he might be closer to 100. Now you probably factor in a couple of sacks that took some of his yardage away, but still, that's a pretty good day's work against this Raider defense.
Otterbein outgaining Mount Union in the game, 233 to 191. Uneasy Purple Raider fans right now.
Yeah, we look down to the left, and you can see some of the folks in purple going, hey, what's going on here? Lassiter back to throw. He's got room if he wants to run. 45, puts his head down and taken out of bounds at the 44. So Lassiter still picks up around 4 yards on the play.
They're lucky that was.
When was that? What year again?
2008.
2008, okay. Lassiter back to throw. Slings it. Caught. Cass Cole. Great catch at the 37-yard line and a first down for Otterbein.
You know, he had options there, too. Had the tight end and Berbari running down the seam and ended up going with Cole.